Brought to you by Podcast City Network.
And good evening, everyone. It's Tuesday night. You're listening to another episode of the Deathmatch Wrestle podcast, and we're going to be talking to Deathmatch wrestler Big Effin' Joe, all the way from the UK, and we're going to see what he's up to and what he's up to, and much more. Fans, tune in right now. Well, good evening, Big fucking Joe. How you doing tonight, man?
Yo, I'm good, man. I'm good. You?
I'm not bad, man. How's the weather?
It is fucking hot. Too hot.
Yeah, it's fucking... We're gonna get some rain here. You know, because I'm at the Jersey Shore, so... You know, it's always something.
Right, cool.
Yeah.
Just been, had the running from my daughter and son have just come out already.
Oh, cool. Tell them I said hello. Hello. Hello.
Come on, kids, get back in. The height of professionalism here, you see.
Yes. So, like both worlds. You live both worlds, you know. Come on.
Yep. My crazy girlfriend is trying to set up the PS4 with virtual reality headset.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I
know. A ball ache
you know what? I used to be a gamer. But I gave up on it. It collects dust on my shelf, you know.
No, I don't have time for video games. I'm too busy living real life, you know.
Yes, yeah. We don't have the time for it. It's like, let's get going, podcast, and let's get media wrestling. You know, go to shows and let's have fun. You know, life is
exactly. Instead of living in the virtual reality matrix, of all that jazz.
Yeah, I know. We're phones and gadgets and this and that. We don't. I remember I had a beeper. That was it. You know.
Old school. Right, I've got rid of them now, so we're all cool to swear, talk shit.
Yes.
Whatever you want to do.
All right. So Joe, how you doing? I heard you just came. You were just at the gathering of the Juggalos.
The gathering of the Juggalos, yeah, by far the craziest experience of my life. It was pretty epic.
Mm-hmm. And you got to wrestle there too, also, so that was awesome.
Yeah, against Casanova Valentine, who's making waves, which was super awesome.
Yeah, and you know, what do the fans think of you? What do the fans? Yeah.
Hopefully they thought it was okay. We'll find out when the footage gets out and see.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't throw Fago at me, which was cool.
They're all high anyway. All the fans are always high, and you know.
don't blow kayfabe. Everyone is stone cold sober there.
Oh really?
No one takes mushrooms or smokes weed or has fun or does anything illegal. You know, don't let the authorities know.
Yeah.
It's a bore. It's a bore if anyone asks.
Yeah. But no, it's crazy. It's like Woodstock. It's like really like a Woodstock.
Man, it is the best thing I've ever been a part of.
Yeah.
Just seeing people walking around with bottles full of acid,
mm-hmm.
magic mushrooms, just handing shit. Not that I took any of that.
No.
But it is pretty cool to see.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. And just all the fans, painted faces, whoop whoop, all night long.
It's good, and there's no trouble. Everyone is super cool.
Yeah.
All about like family. That's the gimmick of
family and
family. Yeah,
I know. Stuff. But yeah, did you get to meet him? Did you get to meet them or no?
Yeah, I got to meet him. I met him before in London.
Oh, cool.
That's how I hustled my way over, really, by speaking to him backstage at a show and stuff. But yeah, they kind of, when you meet people that are famous or you've looked up to for a while and they normally suck.
Yeah.
These were better than you could have expected. Just so cool, down to earth.
Yeah. Only person I ever met was actually my sister's actually New Year's Eve party. Cece DeVille actually was over her house.
And how was that?
He was sober because his son was with him.
Okay.
You know what was cool about it? It was like we all go in the kitchen, and I'll tell a story. I like telling a story about this. And so this guy, him and his son are in the kitchen. We're all gathered in the kitchen, and his son wanted some cherries, and I was like, oh, I could go for some apple pie, cherry pie. And then CC was like, that's one of my songs, man. I'm like, no shit, really? Yeah, cherry pie. I'm like, damn, by Warrant. I'm like, holy shit. So that was like my fame to rock, my sister has.
Oh, awesome.
I know, right? That's cool, though.
Yeah. It's always a shame, like, if you meet someone and they turn out to be a little dick.
Yeah. But he was sober. It was weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, so yeah, the Juggalos, so you did all that. That's so cool, man.
Yeah, man, it was a trip because, like, just a random story that brings it, like, full circle. Like, the first 2 albums I ever bought as a kid were The Great Malenko.
Oh, my God.
Insane Clown Posse and Offspring Americana. I bought them on the same day.
Yeah.
I was, like, 12, so...
Yeah, see, like, that's what I grew up... That's what I grew up on, when I have those... I think I still have them somewhere or downloaded somewhere,
Yeah.
Those albums. One of my favorite songs is Chicken Hunter.
It's so awesome. I wish I could use it as an entrance theme, but I think Corporal Robinson used it back in the day, or still uses it. Or yes, I can't steal that one. Sadly.
No. But all those songs were always fucking awesome. Like my friends would play them, bass systems in their car. Fucking would pound. My friend was like the only one in town who would have like the speakers tweaked up loud. Like you could hear him like next town over, 2 towns over. You're like, holy shit, in his Camaro.
How did you get into them?
Yeah.
What got you into ICP?
Just listen to their music, man. Just listen to their genre, how they were, back in the day. I never collected I wouldn't go to I'd never been to a concert. They were actually, I could have gone to one. They were at a local venue, building, but I just one of these days I'll catch them.
And that pains me, as I haven't been able to see them previously. I've seen them 3 times now in the space of a year, but before that it was possible living in England to see ICP unless you went stateside.
Mm-hmm. I know, but you wrestled at the gathering, so that's pretty. Yeah,
the first English guy to do it, man. Maybe the only English guy now. I might have killed it for everyone else, but we'll see.
Yeah, you don't know. But so who trained you?
I was trained by some guys called the UK Pitbulls. So I trained with them.
Right.
When I was 18, I just said I'm going to lose some weight, stop being a fat prick.
Yeah.
And then wrestler, so I did that. I went to train with them, and then started training with the Knight family as well.
Yeah.
So they're do you know Paige in WWE?
Yes.
Yeah, so her family.
Oh, really? Oh, cool.
Yeah, so trained with the Pitbulls, and then they were super cool. Like some training schools, they don't let you train other places, do they? They're all politics and all that.
Yeah, I know.
Schools were go out, train with everyone you possibly can. No matter how good or bad they are, you'll learn something. So I can't put them over for.
Right.
Yeah, and then the Knight family are cool. Not got a bad thing to say about them. And that was how I got into it all.
Yeah. What was your first match experience? Probably you're like, oh, I'm going in.
First match was kind of a weird one, right? So was wrestling this guy that I looked up to called Stevie Knight.
Yeah.
Who's like a pioneer back in England. And he turned up relatively late to the show, so obviously I'm super nervous.
Yeah.
And then he said, "What move can you do off the top?" I said, "Oh, I can do a moonsault." He said, "Cool, right. When I told you to do that, I'll move out of the way, so you'll moonsault." So that was all I knew going into the match, that I was gonna miss a moonsault. And then in the match, obviously did the spot, missed the moonsault, and he pulled a fork out and pretended to stab me in the head with it, and I thought he was gigging me, getting some colour, which he obviously wasn't. He was just
he was pulling a new jack on you.
Yeah, he was just ribbing me. He was super old school. But he hit me in the head with the fork, and I'm thinking, has he just gigged me? I've never got colour before, obviously.
Yeah.
And I'm like trying to get the blood coming out, but there's no blood coming out. And it was just stupid. But I mean, from a first match perspective, it couldn't have went any better.
Yeah.
You know, if you haven't got anything to remember, you can't mess up, can you?
No. Well,
so that was a good lesson straight off the bat.
So I'm sure you grew up watching like the ECW. We were talking about like ECW and like the genre. Like I'm sure that launched you the BJW. Those are probably like influenced you to be a deathmatch wrestler, huh?
The days of tape trading, yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day,
right?
Which I missed, kind of.
Yeah, I know. There's so much good stuff out there. It's crazy. Like nowadays, it's like you go on.
It's instant.
I know. It's Powerbomb TV. It's this. It's High Spots. It's Smart Mark. Digital.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's good in the aspect of like people can get their name out quicker. But I do miss the days of waiting 6 weeks for a tape to come through the post and praying it would work.
Yeah, it's like going to local Blockbuster video stores that were popular back in the heyday. Wait till you come out on VHS. We're here to grab one. Or go to.
Yeah, imagine how hard it would be to make a name now if it was still back in the days of VHS.
I know.
Possible.
I know.
I wouldn't be doing this podcast with you, that's for sure. You wouldn't have a clue who I am.
Yeah, exactly, but now I do, so.
Yeah, now you know I'm the guy in England that wears Y-fronts, which is good.
Yeah, and it could kick my ass if I really watched it out. No kidding. No.
You'd have to pay me for that, though.
Well, but...
it's all negotiable.
Yes. No, so, yeah. So, do you remember, what was your first event you attended as a kid? Growing up?
First one.
Or like...
Well, there was a show, like... We used to have this magazine called Power Slam magazine, which was awesome, because it was non-kayfabe, so it was like very insiderish, but it sold in like every newsagent, we call it a newsagents, I guess. I don't know what you guys would call it, So they had an advert in the back for a show called EWA, and it had Sabu, RVD, and Mikey Whipwreck on it.
Yeah.
And I got my parents to take me to that. I was about 13. It was awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure.
To spoil,
to see that, it was like you're probably like, wow, this is why I want. This is what I want.
It was sick because like this was like obviously in the days of tape trading and stuff. So you had people in the car park playing ECW music on cassette.
I know.
And my parents just dragged me. RVD did the flip spot to the outside and landed right next to me in someone's lap.
Oh, cool.
It's fucking so good.
Oh, cool.
So good.
Cool. It's like when I talk about it's my favorite moment as a kid going to a local gym, and I saw Mick Foley as Cactus Jack versus Eddie Gilbert, trash can down the staircase. It was great.
Oh, awesome.
To see that.
So lucky, man.
I know, right? Like yeah, but I got luckier even like in the mid 90s, like in the mid 80s. I actually saw Bruiser Brody inside a steel cage.
Damn.
Yeah. So,
that's sick.
Isn't that cool? It's like wow.
Have you seen the Bruiser Brody documentary on High Spots? That's pretty good.
I gotta buy that. I want to get that. It looks pretty. I still have to sit down and buy it. I mean, watch it.
I'd definitely say get High Spots Network, man. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, those stories in that, and man, what do you think? We just lost a couple wrestlers. Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it ended up being 4 in that day, maybe 3 or 4.
3 or 4 now. I mean, I grew up with Nikolai Volkov. Like, I've seen him at every single indie show in town, like everywhere he would be,
Yeah, at least he had a good run,
Yeah.
At least he was old. Brian Christopher was just insane, so young.
I know, right? He was...
Yes,
I was
and
like...
shit circumstances as well.
I know. I remember seeing him a couple times at shows. I'm like, wow. I don't know if I had a picture. I probably have a picture somewhere. You know, I have to dig through my stash of photos and shit. You know.
Yeah, I remember he was on a show when I was a kid. It was called Revival. It was like the first sort of British show to try to spark that comeback of British wrestling. It didn't quite work out, but it had like Eddie Guerrero on it when he was fired from WWE, and Brian Christopher. They were the two big imports, which was pretty cool. Eddie killed it that night. Brian Christopher not so much though.
Right.
Yeah, it's good. I feel bad for Jerry though, because I heard like he could have bailed him out or something, and he didn't. He didn't bail him out of jail, so that's
it's gonna be
way heavy for Jerry, man.
We're gonna see a lot of stuff coming. We're gonna see a lot of stuff that comes out of that after, you know.
Yeah, it's hard. I think wrestling brings like a lot of obviously suicide's a bit like a touchy subject, but
it really is.
There's a lot of wrestling attracts a lot of people with mental health problems. I find.
Yeah, and demons.
Yes. So
I mean, I've known a couple local wrestlers with that, and it's like, wow, you know, crazy.
Yeah, maybe it sounds harsh to say wrestling. Maybe all forms of entertainment. You know, any sort of thing where people are seeking validation from strangers brings a lot of people that are quite dark inside and have their problems. Maybe. I don't want to paint wrestling with a total bad brush because obviously we both love it. So
yeah, we love it. You know, it's and look where it is now. Look where it is now. You know.
Yeah, I think it's blowing up again, man. I think this is like the new attitude era. This is everyone says wrestling's secular, or however you say it. It definitely seems that way at the minute.
I mean, I'm sure you noticed like the scene of the deathmatch wrestling has really made a rise for the all over. It's like holy shit, you know. And
which is weird because even in promotions you wouldn't expect to see it when you got people like Cody Rhodes doing flaming table spots and things like that. It seems to be quite in vogue at the minute.
But look at him. But look at Cody Rhodes. What, a couple weeks or so? Shit, all in. Him and the Young Bucks. You know, in a couple months, September. That's like that's interesting. You know, to see all them collide and see all that. You know, even like Joey.
Which makes you think if they can sell 10,000 tickets or whatever it was, you know they could sell more. Obviously, if they had a bigger arena, but on a deathmatch front, I'd definitely say it's not unreachable for someone like Game Changer to do 5,000 if they do the right show in the right venue.
Yeah, well, hell, Game Changer does 2 shows at WrestleMania weekend. Hey, you don't see that. You don't see that anywhere else on a friggin' WrestleMania event con show. You know, you don't see. Yeah. And it's the way to put, and they go over the edge, and that's what it's worth. You know, people don't realize. You know, like it's the top rising company. Look where they've been: Chicago, you know, Illinois, Ohio, or Wisconsin. You know, Mexico, DDTU, they represent over there. You know, IWA Mid South. It's just all over. You know, it's where are they going to go next? You know,
hopefully the UK. Hopefully come over here at some point.
That'd be badass. Then I would definitely go for that trip.
Yeah, come over. I'll hook you up.
Yeah. That'll be shit.
Fingers crossed, man. CZW were over a few months ago.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a show that set the world on fire. But still pretty cool. They've been over a few times though. But Game Changers, what seems to be setting the world on fire at the minute, deathmatch wrestling style anyway. Yeah. It's just a shame they've got the beef with CZW. I don't know if it's a work or whatever. I don't really care. But it'd be cool if they could work things out either way. Yeah,
it's crazy. It's just crazy, but you know, a lot of good shows coming. A lot of good stuff for everybody. You know, even any kind of, you know, and you got a couple shows coming up too, right? Or you got a little break, or you gonna be?
I got a show this Friday in Leeds. Should be pretty cool. They're doing like it's not a deathmatch show per se. There's going to be a hardcore match which could have a few surprises in it that the venue might not know about. They're pretty strict. So
really? Really?
I think maybe ask for forgiveness rather than permission.
So you'll probably bring it to them. You'll surprise them. You know, they don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we did a death match there, and they hated it. They didn't
really
want us to do a death match. Yeah,
why?
The venue didn't want us to use
I guess because of the it's strict wherever. Some places it's really, you know, they don't want to lets you. It's like the New Jersey laws and Pennsylvania laws. You know, you can't bleed in Pennsylvania or something. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, how fucking bizarre.
It really is. But it is what it is. But now we still get it. So hey, who cares?
So when they bleed, you can't have someone jump in and stop the match. Surely, like,
yeah,
would they do that?
They probably would. They probably would shut the whole show down. You know, I don't know. Like cops would come and shit.
What a waste of time when you've got people actually committing crimes outside in the streets to even bother with some fucking pro wrestling.
Well, what are you gonna do, right? It's just, I mean, they almost shut us down in the one show in it was the Starland Ballroom. It was like it was like a prison almost. We couldn't go outside. We couldn't drink. Couldn't go back inside. It was like,
that was the Game Changer show, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I was like, what the fuck? I'm never going back to that place ever. They can lose business for us.
It's like some of these venues that are allergic to money. Like they don't want to take money. Like if they're not being booked to do anything, who cares? Just take the money and let people do what they want.
Right. It's crazy, but they get away. They get new things, and they're looking at new buildings and stuff too for us. It's always hard to find a building,
Yeah. It's hard. It's in wrestling. Like if one promotion finds a building, you'll have about 10 other promotions try sneak in and take it. It's that indie bullshit politics stuff.
Yeah. But also, look. I mean, I just saw the last death match of Matt Tremont a couple nights ago. On Saturday.
Yeah.
And he runs the promotion Hardcore Hustle. Death. They're going to be doing
that H2O promotion, yeah?
Yeah, they're going to be doing a lot of good stuff this, coming up. And it's really just...
Yeah, I've seen some of their stuff online.
I mean, Danny Havoc and him are going to have a deathmatch show. It's going to be awesome in October. I'm looking forward to that,
Yeah, you're spoiled, you Americans.
Yes.
Deathmatch shows.
Yes.
See, I don't think England's had a full-on... maybe, there was one a few years ago. That had Ian Rotten and Mickey Knuckles on, which was like a deathmatch tournament. But that was before the British wrestling boom, so it wasn't really in vogue. Wrestling in general wasn't a hot period.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say England's had a full-on whole deathmatch show. I know there's rumours of a deathmatch tournament taking place next year. There's been like small deathmatch stuff, but nothing of major.
I know it's like what we were discussing earlier, like the no ring death matches that are just like you can in a little small bar or a street or wherever, it's like it's crazy.
That is awesome. I obviously met Casanova at the Gathering, and it's such a cool guy. I'm so happy that because I remember he was getting heat at first for the no ring stuff, which is just people being jealous and not thinking outside the box.
But he gets people to come.
Paying off, and
he gets
you have deathmatch workers wanting to do it now.
Oh yeah, he's and they travel. He did it with Marcus Crane in Florida. Shit.
I see him with the
fucking
with the staples to the head.
Yes.
It's good. It's awesome because he's fought outside the box and he's created something new, and the way they shoot them as well, like with cameras they use and the way they edit them together. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, his crew, his guys that he runs with the bullies, Boulevard Bullies, are great. I like those guys. They're funny.
They're cool. They're cool. I got to hang out with them at the Gathering. So
they're funny.
Sweet.
They're fun. I need to get them on soon. Just for a fun podcast,
Yeah, you should try to get like an afternoon out with them on the somewhere.
Yeah, at a show. Yeah, they're always at a show. We're always at the same shows, So it's like I could probably just do a video with them or something.
Yeah.
And just drink.
Yeah, hopefully I'm lobbying hard to get him over to the UK somehow. It'd be sweet because I'd like to do a no ring death match over here with him, or get him in a promotion and get to work him again, sort of thing.
Yeah. Like I said, maybe you never know. You could come to the States and be a Vicious Outcast. Have their deathmatch tournament.
Yeah. Well, I'll keep plugging away. Hopefully, I'll make enough of a name of myself in the next year or so that people, want to actually see me. Fledgling artist and all that sort of shit at the minute.
Yeah. But all right, man. I want to say thank you for being on, dude. We covered a lot. Holy
cool,
shit.
Man.
I appreciate this.
Hopefully it wasn't too boring for you.
No. Where can people catch you? Just on Facebook, right?
Yeah, on Facebook. I've got my old name, Joe FX. I keep it that way. I don't really want too many people to find me in my real life.
No.
My job.
No.
Wrestling fans are cool, though.
Yes. All right, I want to say thank you for being on, and I'll get back with you soon again. We'll talk again. And
yeah, cool, man. If you're ever over in the UK and want to
come hang out and have a beer. Yeah, watch wrestling. Go to a real show.
Smashed.
Go see a real show. Go see some real wrestling. Fun wrestling. I love it.
Cool, man. All right, thanks for putting me over and putting me on your podcast.
Absolutely. Have a good night. Thank you.
Cool. All right then, dude. All right, bye.
Bye. I want to say thank you to my guest tonight, Joe Big fucking Joe, the deathmatch wrestler from UK. He was just at the gathering of the Juggalos, and he took on Casanova Valentine in a deathmatch. Crazy people. Love what they do. We support them, and he's making a name for himself. So fans, check him out. And stay tuned tonight, fans, because we're going to have another wrestler on the line. Luco Devere, deathmatch wrestler, pro wrestler. We're going to talk to him and see what he's up to. Thank you for listening, and good night.
You can find more Deathmatch Russell podcasts on the following social media: deathmatchrussell.com, follow on Twitter @DavidNJ32, and on Facebook, facebook.com/DJDaveNJ32. Find me on Podcast City Network at podcastcity.net, facebook.com/Podcast City Network. Hit the like button and share, and on Twitter @PodcastCityNet. You can hear Deathmatch Russell podcast on Stitcher Radio and on iTunes.